what you're doing. So believe in yourself, and whatever path you go, do things the way that you want to do them. Always do what's right for the client, but build the business, build the practice, build the relationships that you want so you can enjoy what you're doing. We have a tremendous opportunity as financial advisors of making a huge impact on people's lives. Make sure that while you're making that big impact, you are enjoying that work yourself. So believe in yourself, you can do it. Find that group of people to support you through the networking. Find your niche eventually to support yourself in that belief of who you are as an advisor. Put those beliefs out there and share yourself. All five of those things, if you do that, that will put you on a great path towards building business, practice, whatever it might be, of your dreams to allow you to enjoy what you do, have a great life, and leave a huge impact on the people that you work with. It's hard to believe it, but July 3rd, 2020 marks 5 years since I got the email from the state of Indiana telling me I could start working with clients again under my new firm, RL Wealth Management. That's what it was at the time. A couple iterations, Silas came into the picture, RLS Wealth Management, and the most recent rebrand changed it, dropped the management just to RLS Wealth. But it's been fun 5 years. I look back on a lot of great memories, and what I thought would be kind of cool is to share, I narrowed it down to 5. I had a list of about 15 things I would want to share with advisors out there just to kind of keep people going down the right path if they feel like they're not in a position that is going to allow them to be the best advisor that they can be or be the advisor that they want to be. So I narrowed it down to 5. I have more that maybe I'll share over time, but the first one is start putting yourself out there now. Now again, this is to advisors across the board, but especially if you're a financial advisor, you're finding yourself either at a firm that does not align with your values, or you find yourself at a firm where you want to leave, or you just want to start your own business because you want to do things your own way. But the sooner you put yourself out there, the better. It's no secret that I love content marketing. I really believe in it. You know, the blogging, the podcast, the videos, whatever it might be that you choose to do. It's very important, I think, to put yourself out there. Right now, don't even worry about what medium you're going to be. Just get comfortable starting to think about putting yourself out there. What do I mean by that? Start talking about your views as a financial advisor, your views when it comes to investing and insurance and estate planning, what your thoughts are, how you work with clients. Let people know what type of an advisor you are, what you stand for, who you are as a person, and let people get to know you so they can determine before they reach out to you eventually whether or not they want to work with you from a personality standpoint. So the sooner you start, the better, because this is just like compound interest. This is going to build on itself. This is something that takes a lot of time, a lot of effort to actually compound down the road. So the sooner you start, the better. It doesn't have to be the only way you grow your business. In fact, it's not the only way you grow your business. Doing a good job for your clients, being out, meeting people, telling people what it is that you do, letting people know, the more traditional ways of building a business still need to be part of what you're doing. But create content, put yourself out there, let people know who you are, let that live on the internet while you're sleeping and people are up at night worrying about their money, searching for answers. Let them find you, let them get to know you, let them realize that they like you, that you can help them, and allow them to reach out to you while you're sleeping. So put yourself out there is the first one. The second one, network. And I'm not talking about networking with CPAs and attorneys and insurance agents or whatever it might be that we're told from day one entering this profession. Those are all very important networking opportunities, but I am talking about networking with your peers. Network with other financial advisors for a number of reasons. As a financial advisor, you can't know everything. If you're starting out in the business, you have very little experience. If you've been in the business almost 16 years like I have, you still have a lot of things that you've never seen in practice that other advisors may be able to help you with. So your knowledge base will grow if you have people that you can trust, that you can call upon to help you when you come across something you've never seen before. And on the other end of that, be ready to give back if people give to you. So you will be on the receiving end of somebody calling, asking you for help. Be willing to pay it forward and give those answers and help that advisor out. Another reason is it can be lonely as a financial advisor. One of the things that I'm most proud of in the last 5 years is Taylor Schulte and I last summer started the AGC, a community for financial advisors, trying to provide a community component for financial advisors that just kind of felt like they were on their own, whether they were solo advisors, whether they worked at a firm that the values didn't align with them, and they wanted to grow. They wanted to be the future of the profession and not be in the past. So find yourself a community, whether it's the AGC, we would love to have you, or if it's your own little network of people that you've put together. I never would have thought that my network of financial professionals would be what it is today. I never set out to build the network that I have today. I set out to learn from others, connect with people that I liked, form friendships, I've got brotherhoods that have come out of it. It just has been a tremendous impact on my life to the positive, and there's very little negative that I've come from spending time getting to know other advisors and networking. So build your network with peers from a resource standpoint, from a community standpoint, and just from making this work even more enjoyable as you have people to celebrate with that are like-minded. So network with other advisors. The third one is going to be find your core beliefs as an advisor. Build your client relationships around that, and then don't budge. So if you have a specific belief about what the best way to handle insurance or the best way to handle tax planning or whatever it might be, whatever your core beliefs are as an advisor, whatever you're not willing to budge on, build your client experience around that, and then allow the people who want that to come to you. And if somebody comes to you wanting to work with you, but they do not align with your core beliefs, don't budge. And that can go everything to minimum of assets under management, minimum annual fees, lifestyle, profession, age, whatever it might be. Don't bend. I know, especially if you're starting out, whether that's right out of college or you're starting your own firm, it's hard to turn away the opportunity to work with people. You've got to pay the bills. I understand that. I was told this, I did not listen to this, so I just want to reiterate the fact the sooner you can get to the point where you have your core beliefs, you stand firm in them, you allow that to attract the right people for you, you allow that to detract or deflect the people who are not good, and maybe direct them to an advisor that might be better, that's the case. But as soon as you start bending what you stand for, whether that's from your planning beliefs, your fee structure belief, who you take on, who you want to work with, it's going to create more problems for you in the long run. So if you can get that instilled early on into your practice, that will be a huge leap ahead for you than what other advisors had to go through over time. The fourth one, niches, or as my friend Tyrone Ross likes to say, when you find your niche, it's a niche. Niches are very much talked about in our profession. Find a niche. I say the niche will find you. I was never, well, let's take that back. I was anti-niche. I wanted to prove that you could be successful as an advisor and not have a niche. Over time, I've networked with plenty of other advisors that have had a lot of success working in a specific niche, enjoying themselves. And for me, the struggle was there was no one group of people that I really, really enjoyed working with that it made sense for me to go all in on. 5 years in, about 4.5 years in really, but 5 years in, I have finally found my niche. I rebranded my company, a new website, new messaging to work with a specific group of people. And my niche is not a demographic per se, it's not a age, it's not a profession, it is more of a mindset. I want to be working with, for lack of a better term, trailblazers, people who want to write their own story, who aren't going to follow what the society says we're supposed to be doing. They're not going to be boxed in. They're going to break that box. They're going to write their own story. They're going to start businesses. They're going to take sabbaticals. They're going to live life by their terms, and we are going to help them plan from that from a financial standpoint. I've never had that niche before. I've never been more excited to be working with people going forward. So the niche will find you. It took time. I worked with my clients. I have great clients, relationships that have been with me for 10, 15 years, well, 10 to 12 years now. They are family. They have seen my boys grow up. They have knitted blankets for them. We spend time with them in the summer. My kids call some of them grandpa and grandma. Those are relationships that I love. And through all of those relationships, it allowed me to identify the types of people that I enjoy being around the most, so I have more of a clear-cut vision of who I want to work with, and that became my niche. I live outside of Indianapolis. Eli Lilly has their global headquarters about 35 minutes south of me. It would have been very easy for me to say, I'm going to learn everything about Eli Lilly's benefits. I'm going to be an expert on their 401k. Then I'm going to work with Eli Lilly execs that are over the age of 35. That's a great niche, and you could do it, very specific, but I had no excitement in learning that. I have no excitement in learning that business and doing that. Not that it's wrong, but it's not right for me, which is why I think you let the niche find you. It will come to you, the groups of people that you will work with will come, and then that's where you go all in on. And if that is if the Eli Lilly example is what works for you, then you go do that. A while back, I wrote a blog post, you do you. If that's the way it works for you, great. But if you find yourself more like me, where you can't force something that's not there, the niche will come. It will unveil itself to you, and then you will be more than excited to go all in on that group of people and help them and rearrange your business to be the advisor for that group of people. So let the niche find you. And then finally, whether you are just starting out, whether you are leaving another firm, starting your own firm, joining another firm, believe in yourself. At this point, you have some credibility from the standpoint of getting licensed. Maybe you have your CFP designation, you've been hired before, you've worked with clients, you know what you're doing. So believe in yourself, and whatever path you go, do things the way that you want to do them. Always do what's right for the client, but build the business, build the practice, build the relationships that you want so you can enjoy what you're doing. We have a tremendous opportunity as financial advisors of making a huge impact on people's lives. Make sure that while you're making that big impact, you are enjoying that work yourself. So believe in yourself, you can do it. Find that group of people to support you through the networking. Find your niche eventually to support yourself in that belief of who you are as an advisor. Put those beliefs out there and share yourself. All five of those things, if you do that, that will put you on a great path towards building business, practice, whatever it might be, of your dreams to allow you to enjoy what you do, have a great life, and leave a huge impact on the people that you work with. So those are just 5 of the many things that I've learned over the last 5 years that I've enjoyed, but those are the 5 I wanted to put out there today to encourage advisors out there to take destiny in your hands. We have an opportunity in our profession to, if we're not in a place we want to be, and we have clients that value our relationships and want to work with us, then we can find somewhere to go. There's no reason to stay in an environment that's not supportive. There's no reason to stay in an environment that's not going to allow you to be the advisor that you want to be. If that's the situation you're in, plan for yourself, figure out how you need to get out, figure out what you need to do, build the business on paper before you leave. Take this big leap of faith. It's scary to leap. I did it with 2 kids. I had to take money from a Roth IRA to get it done, and it was the best decision I did. I did all the planning to bring this big leap together closer so that it was not as scary and it gave me a higher chance of success. You can do it. So just, if you're not in a good place, don't settle. Network, figure out your way, go build the business that you want to build the life that you want to build, and you will be a better advisor for it. So that's it. 4th of July weekend. Have a great weekend. I'm going to head home now, spend the rest of the day at home, enjoy celebrating 5 years of RLS Wealth, and then enjoy the time with my family. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. There's going to be a lot more coming out. Mark your calendars beginning July 10th, 1 o'clock Eastern Time every Friday. I'm going to be doing live podcast versions of The Advisor of Tomorrow. It'll be interactive, streaming on YouTube. I'll be watching questions, working them in, but we're going to really ramp things up to get more content, more motivation, more resources going here on The Advisor of Tomorrow to help you, the advisor of tomorrow, live a good life, do a good job, and build a good business. So with that, I will let you go. Happy 4th of July, and we'll see you in the next video.